Hi, my name is John LaJoy, and we're going to be talking about the 49ers loss. Um, Please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button too. Hi, my name is John LaJoy again. Please hit that like button and subscribe so you can hear information and contacts about what's going on with the team. Okay. The loss, it was basically definitely not a good one for the 49ers. Wish that we could have done better. We did have a fumble, interceptions, and it was just not a good game for us. Our D was off a little bit. Our O-line was off, especially with Trent Williams out. So basically, we need to figure out for this coming up week against the Bengals. Kirk Cousins did his job, everything. It was just definitely a bad game. Fumbles, interceptions. Guys wasn't playing right. Defense was showing more blitzes in and that type of stuff. We just need to do better. Jake Moody. We don't know what's going on with him. In college he has had a rougher time on away games than anywhere else. His college stats shows it, everything. Home games he does fine. Brock Purdy had first game was his rough game. This is the second time he lost for his second season playing full. This is basically his first full season. Last year he played 5 games and went to the playoffs. He got hurt against the Eagles. So basically we have to team needs to figure out some stuff out to be able to get the wins. Our defense coordinator needs to figure out how to do his job. So he needs to game plan a little bit more better. Steve Wilks is our defensive coordinator. He needs to do his job better because he was the defensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. And why was he available? That's a $100 question. How can our team get better? Our guys to be able to do their jobs instead of being basically hold back. We need to release them so they can be able to do their jobs and try to get the win. Guys that get hurt, right now is the best time for them to get hurt. So they're ready for us for basically playoffs. It's still a long season for us. Because we got the Bengals. That one definitely we need to work hard for one. Our Niners need to work harder. And the other thing is, where was all the fans? Did we black out Minnesota game? Did we blanket the whole Cincinnati game. Did we really see that? We saw some fans there, but we didn't take it over. When we take over stadiums, our team seems like they do better, especially with the straight 5-2 loss right now. We do need to pull out a win against the Bengals. Yes, that game is going to be a hard game. We need to bring our O. We need to bring in Debo. Will not be available at that time. He's out for a couple weeks. Trent Williams, is he going to be available? We don't know yet. Christian McCaffrey was available for tonight. Christian McCaffrey did have a fumble, but if you saw in his on like the interviews, he blames himself. So basically, we don't have to do blaming. He does it himself. A whole team is full of good weapons. We just need to use them. Use all of our talent, leave it on the field, and try to get the victory. We have to play harder. We got to play smarter. And if I saw the interview with Nick Bosa, he says they ain't the same team. There's too many guys up in front with a lot of blitzing. Yeah, once in a while we should do that, but not all the time. We need to make sure our guys in the back, especially our secondary, should have more people back there for coverage. So these guys that's fast, it's not a one-on-one competition. It's a 2-on-2 competition, 2-on-1 competition. So basically we can figure out, try to make the team stronger and better, and try to get that win. Right now in our division, let me get to it. 49ers are 5-2. At home, we do very well. We have 3 wins at home. We have a losing streak of 2 games right now. So the team right below us can basically tie us or take the lead. So Seattle is knocking at our door right now already at 4-2. Rams are 3-4, but they had a loss. Arizona Cardinals are 1-6. They are at a 4-game losing streak. That was the NFC West. So let's go to NFC East. Eagles 6-1. So right now, they have a 1-game winning streak. So they are doing okay, but they still have to work out kinks themselves too. Then we got the Dallas Cowboys 4-2, 1-game winning streak. Then we got the Washington Commanders. That's 3-4. New York Giants are 2-5, so they won a game. Now let's go to NFC North. Lions lost a game. They're 5-2. Minnesota Vikings, the team that we just played against, they're 3-4 now with a 2-game winning streak. The Packers are 2-4, 3 lose. They have lost the last 3 games. Chicago Bears 2-5, 1-game winning streak. The NFC South, The Falcons are 4-3 with a 1-game win streak. Buccaneers are 3-3, 2-game losing streak. New Orleans Saints 3-4 with a 2-game losing streak. And the team that Steve Wilks came from, Carolina Panthers, they're at a 0-6. So they have lost every single one of their games. Losing streak. Then let's go to the AFC East. Dolphins 5-2. They are a 1-game losing streak. Buffalo Bills 4-3 losing streak. New York Jets 3-3. They're at a 2-game winning streak. The Patriots are 2-5 with a 1-week winning streak. The Chiefs, aka the Swifties, are a 6-1 with 6-game winning streak. And now we get to the Las Vegas Raiders. They were supposed to beat the Bears. They didn't. So they are at a 3-4 losing streak. They have one lost game. Do I think the Raiders did good? No. Could they done better? Maybe. The LA Chargers are 2-4 with a 2-game losing streak. Now we get to the Denver Broncos, where Russell Wilson's at. They are at a 2-5 with a 1-week winning streak. Then we get to the Baltimore Ravens. That was definitely a good fight for the Ravens. Do they deserve it? Yes. Uh, 5-2 with a 2-game winning streak. Steelers 4-2. They had a 2-game winning streak. The Cincinnati Browns, that we played them last week, they won against us. So they have a 2-game winning streak. Cincinnati Bengals 3-3. They're the last ones on the totem pole. They are a 2-game winning streak. How are we going to compare to the Bengals right now? We got to see their weapons. We got to study their weapons this week. Our game is on Sunday against the Bengals. The Jaguars are 5-2 with a 4-game winning streak. Pretty good for the Jags. Now, the Texans, where our defensive coordinator went to. He's at a 3-3 with a 1-game winning streak. So he's not having a bad season. He does have new weapons. He does have a few of the Niner guys that was on our team that went over to him. They're still trying to figure themselves out. Next year, it will probably be a different story. The Colts, they are 3-4 with a 1-game losing streak. And then we are at the Tennessee Titans, 2-4 with a 2-game losing streak. And this week we had a lot of kickers missing field goals. The Vikings kicker has missed field goals. Jake Moody missed a field goal. We do have the trade deadline coming up on October 31st. Time ends at 4 p.m. I don't know if that's Eastern or Pacific Standard Time. So let's see if the 49ers, John Lynch and Shanahan brings in any pieces that we could need. Do I see that we need to basically get some new weapons, maybe a lineman to help us out, especially when Trent comes back? Do we need any assistance at running backs? Probably. Wide receiver. Could we use a little bit more help at wide receiver? Could we change out a guy? Could we trade for somebody? Even at running back, do we really need to have Elijah Mitchell on our team? Most of the season, he's down. Why should we keep him? The other thing is, if Debo goes down again, who's going to step up? This last game, a lot of our offense stepped up. Ray McLeod, Jennings stepped up. Brian Ayuk stepped up, aka BA. George Kittle made some major good plays. Brock Purdy, he had a few issues with passing. His arm is still trying to recuperate from his surgery from last year. So his arm is good, but it's not fully healed. It's probably healed enough, but it's just a strength issue. But a lot of us are not doctors. We can't tell what's going on. Only the players can tell us what's going on. Could we use a few more weapons on defense? In the secondary, probably. For the defensive line, we could probably use maybe not a defensive end, but defensive lineman, probably. Because we got to at least try to get, because we got Hargrave, we got Anderson, we got Colin Farrell that's doing a great job trying to get to the quarterback as fast as he can. But if people are just double teaming him or triple teaming him, or like even for Nick Bosa, if they're getting double team or triple team, but if there's always seeing a blitz coming on, what can we do to fix that? We can't always blitz Wilkes. We have to at least try to do something different. Try to let the guys be what they can do. You just send the plays down, but you don't run the same plays over and over and over again. It's not a video game. We got to learn from our mistakes. We have 2 games that we have lost. We got to do better than what we are doing. This was definitely, we were coming back, but we didn't leave everything on the field. We got to try harder, guys. Fans, we got to fill the stadiums up. We got to basically black out red, and gold and show our team colors. As a fans, we got to show our spirit for them. We can't let them, we can't blame the players for being human. We have to be able to understand what they're going through before we make any bad decisions. That's why I take an extra day to think of what I can say, what I can motivate. These guys are still young. I got kids on my own. They try to interrupt me when I'm doing my podcasting. All I'm doing this is for fun, as a hobby. The only way we can help the kids or for being an older adult is to be there for our team and show our pride as fans. We ain't players, we're fans for one. We ain't sports analyze. We don't analyze really sports games. We can, but we got to learn more. If we are straight out fans that just got into watching football, find a buddy, get to know them, and then you can learn more about football. Like for my kids' situation, they watch football with me here and there, but most of the time they're learning from me as their dad. It's always a learning process for kids nowadays. And if Brock Purdy wants to talk about his religion, that's his right. Nobody can't say that he can't do what he wants to do because he is a human and he has his own rights. And we definitely saw him with a couple bad games. He had bad games in college too, but he always tried to fix things. Christian McCaffrey is going to try to fix his issue of holding on to the ball. Are we going to try to do better next on Sunday? I hope so. That's all we can do is hope. Do we want the victory? Yes. The fans want the victory. And I know our team wants a victory, but we got to get better at what we do. We started out strong, and now we're dropping off. And please hit that like button, subscribe to my station, and I'm going to try to get better every single time I'm podcasting and that type of stuff. It's still a learning process to me. I'm working on it. And probably one of these days I'll have my older son come on and I'll ask him questions. It will probably be after school or during the weekends. But that way you guys can get basically a kid's point of view of what they see, what they can understand, and that type of stuff. Because as parents, we are teaching our kids. And there is a lot of Niner podcasters out there. We got to support them all. Even the guys that just started, like me, starting out. We got to support everybody. We got to learn and support them. That's why I'm trying to bring in podcasters and friends that loves their team, that loves about what they are doing, wins, losing. We're still Niner fans, and we'll stick with our teams. So please hit that like button, subscribe to my station, please. If you like it, good. If you don't like it, that's okay. But it's just my opinions, what I see, and that type of stuff. But I'll get better. You can leave comments in what I can do to fix anything. If you have advice, please private message me and that type of stuff. And the other thing, give me a second. I'll type it in. And that's the link to find me on YouTube. So technically, it's you can look it up by search just by that name. Just look for the one with the 49 logo on. But please come and watch. Please comment. I will try to get better every time when I podcast. Planning of doing another show on Friday. If I get any more new subscribers, I will thank you and that type of stuff. I might not see who is my subscribers, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Since I was trying to do it on Sunday, so I decided to do it, but I got interrupted. So basically, I'm going to do it on Fridays from now on in when the kids are at school. And my kids are 14 and 5. They both are autistic, and one of my kids have ADHD, and we believe the little one has the same thing. But I support them and that type of stuff, and that's what we got to do for our team too, is support them. And let's go Niners, and let's try to get that W. I ain't going to give my predictions this time. I'll save it for Friday for everybody that wants to watch me. All right. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you on the next show.